They thought they were enforcing community rules. They thought their fake badges made them powerful. They thought he was just another black man who didn't belong. But when the truth came out, their entire neighborhood went silent, because the man they tried to intimidate wasn't just a homeowner, he was the SWAT commander for the State Tactical Division. This is the story of Major Marcus Reed, the man who turned arrogance into accountability. It was a quiet Saturday morning in Cedar Grove Estates, a gated community outside Dallas, Texas. The lawns were manicured, the cars spotless, and the rules endless. Major Marcus Reed, 38, retired military, now a SWAT instructor, had moved there only 2 weeks ago. He liked peace. He liked order. He paid for both. That morning, he parked his black pickup truck neatly in front of his house, clean, polished, registered. As he carried groceries inside, he noticed a woman across the street staring, short blonde hair, phone in hand, disapproving scowl. Her name was Karen Mitchell, the self-appointed guardian of the HOA, the Homeowners Association. She muttered to herself, "Can't have that kind of truck ruining our neighborhood." An hour later, Marcus heard the rumble of engines outside. He stepped out and froze. 3 men in black shirts with HOA enforcement printed on them were standing near his truck. One was attaching a tow cable. "Hey," Marcus called. "What do you think you're doing?" The tallest man, sunglasses on, arms crossed, said flatly, "Sir, this vehicle is being removed for violation of HOA Aesthetics Code." Marcus frowned. "What violation?" The man smirked. "You'll have to take that up with the board. We're just following orders." He noticed their shirts again. No official seal, no badge, just bold white letters. HOA. Marcus exhaled calmly. "Who sent you?" From across the street, Karen's voice rang out. "I did!" "That truck's not approved for driveway parking. You people always think you can do whatever you want." Marcus looked at her, silent, steady, unshaken. "You people?" he repeated quietly. She folded her arms. "If you have a problem, take it up with security. They work for me." He smiled faintly. "Ma'am, those aren't security officers. Those are trespassers." The tallest HOA man stepped forward. "Sir, we don't want trouble. Step back while we finish the tow." Marcus's tone stayed level. "You've got 5 seconds to unhook that cable." They laughed. 5 seconds? "Or what?" He stepped closer, eyes locked. "Or I stop pretending you're law enforcement." They smirked again, until they noticed the scar on his jaw, the way he stood, and the faint radio device clipped under his shirt. Karen shouted, "Don't listen to him, tow it." That's when Marcus lifted his phone. "Dispatch, this is SWAT Commander Reed. I've got 3 impersonators attempting an illegal tow at Cedar Grove Estates. Initiate local response." The men froze. "Wait, what did you just say?" He repeated calmly. "You have exactly 5 seconds to step away from that truck." The silence was heavy. Then, the sound of sirens in the distance shattered. 2 black SUVs pulled up. Real law enforcement officers stepped out, one saluting Marcus. "Commander Reed, sir." Karen's jaw dropped. "Commander?" Marcus nodded. "Morning, officers. We've got 3 men impersonating enforcement officials, operating without HOA authorization or state credentials." The officers moved swiftly, handcuffing the men. Karen shouted, "Wait! They're just helping enforce the rules." Marcus turned to her, voice calm but cold. "No, ma'am. They were trespassing, and impersonating law enforcement is a federal crime." The tallest man stammered. "We were just told to remove the truck." Marcus raised an eyebrow. "By her?" They nodded. Karen's face went pale. "I didn't mean I was just trying to keep the neighborhood in order." Marcus looked at her for a long moment. "Order isn't control. It's respect. Something this neighborhood clearly forgot." By evening, word had spread through the community. Neighbors whispered. Texts flew. The HOA cops turned out to be construction workers Karen had paid cash to intimidate new residents. The next morning, the official HOA board issued a public apology. Karen was removed from her position as community safety liaison. Marcus didn't celebrate. He just sat on his porch, sipping coffee, watching the sunrise. His next-door neighbor, Mr. Patel, came over. "Commander, sir, that was incredible. You handled that with so much calm." Marcus smiled faintly. "Calm doesn't mean weak. It means control. And sometimes the best way to win a war is not to start one." A month later, Cedar Grove held a neighborhood meeting. Marcus was invited to speak. He stood before the residents, many of whom had avoided him before. "I moved here for peace," he said. "And peace only lasts when people are treated with dignity, not suspicion." He paused, looking at Karen, who who sat silently in the back row. I don't hold grudges, but I do hold people accountable. That's what keeps a community strong. When he finished, the room applauded. Outside, a boy from the neighborhood ran up to him. "Mr. Reed, are you really SWAT?" Marcus smiled. "Sometimes, but mostly I'm just your neighbor," the boy grinned. "Coolest neighbor ever," Marcus chuckled, looking up at the quiet sky. "Let's just hope no one else forgets what respect looks like." They thought he was just another face. They thought they're fake. Badges gave them power, but true authority doesn't shout it, stands calm, and commands silence, because when arrogance meets discipline, the truth always wins. Subscribe to Mr. Misa's stories because in every story of humiliation lies a moment of revelation.